Welcome to Octane Mobile Gaming. Welcome once again to the channel. I'm your host Octane, taking you through this week's deck. We've got a Fire Slayer deck, which is an immortal killer, and it should be quite an interesting deck and quite an exciting event. So we start first and foremost with ultimate form for this week. It's called Honor Rolled Luminaries. This deck will create 7 Firepower Gem 5s, resist 15% of damage. That lasts for 2 turns. It also receives an attack buff. An attack buff, for those of you who have never really come across an attack buff, you're new to the game. An attack buff is basically a buff that allows you to strike a second time on your next turn. It's a nuke damage, and this one deals exactly 100% of the main attack. So the main damage done by this card, it will deal the same amount in the form of a nuke damage on your next turn. When ambushing, it will increase the number of power gem created. So basically it doubles the number of power gem that it creates. And it also increases self-attack by 200%. This part of the battle skill is a one-time offer. So it only happens once in a battle unless you die and revive. However, this deck hasn't got a revive on it, so you will not need to add a card or a relic that does a revive, and then ambush will be available again after you revive. Now this one is a bit different from the its water counterpart in many different ways. It's got a 3-turn cooldown, while its water counterpart has got a 2-turn cooldown. It's got an attack buff. The water affinity hasn't got an attack buff. This one will basically increase, let's see, it's down the bottom here. So Ultimate Fire Slayer Harmony, it will gain an increased attack of 25% and receive additional recovery as well. So it gains 25% attack and recovery for every fire ultimate hero on the team. So if you've got one additional fire hero, you'll gain 25%, 2, 50%, so on and so forth. It increases all Fire Slayer HP by 25%. Now this is just 25%. It doesn't increase by the amount of ultimate heroes you've got on the deck. That one is just 25%. The next one's the recovery and the attack increases based on the amount of Fire Slayer ultimate heroes, not just any fire ultimate hero. If it's a commander, it will not apply. So that is different from its water counterpart, which makes it quite interesting. It's quite nice. I really like this ultimate form. I think it's one that is gonna make this Fire Slayer event quite interesting. I think it's going to be quite powerful. And the reason why I say it's going to be quite powerful is because we've got a lot of boosts for Immortal Killers, and we'll talk a bit about that a bit later. Secondly, we're going to look at the Master Collection card, and the Master Collection card will create 6 Firepower Gem 4s. Now we've gone back to Firepower Gem 4s when the last Master Collection card had Power Gem 5s, which is a bit disappointed that we've gone back to Power Gem 4s. However, it is what it is. It also receives an attack buff for 1 turn, and it also has got ambushing, and it does increase its attack when you're ambushing. So it does similar stuff to the ultimate form. Basically, this is where the ultimate form gets most of its attributes from. It gets part of its attribute from the Master Collection card and part from the Ultra Rare. Now the Ultra Rare, where the ultimate form gets its other attributes, is this one, Mask Malcontent, and this one will create 7 Firepower Gem 4s. It will resist 15% of the damage, and this lasts for 2 turns. When ambushing, it doubles the amount of gem that it creates. That goes up to 14. It's got 2 passive, it's got ambush, and it's got violent outburst. So violent outburst on turn, when you crush gems, it doesn't matter what color, what affinity gems, just a gem crush. Once gem crush happens, this hero will attack with 50% increase in its attack, and that passive is also on the ultimate form. Let me not overlook that one. So this one is on the ultimate form, Violent Outburst. So this one has got quite a lot of boosts on it. The ultimate form dispels Blind. The Master Collection card dispels Dodge. So you got Blind to deal with this week, and you got Dodge, and you also got none other than Chaos. I hate Chaos. It does exactly what it says. It creates chaos. Really hate that thing. Now this is your support card. It creates 10 fire gems. It's got ambush as well. So when ambushing, it will create 2 Firepower Gem 2s. It doesn't heal. It doesn't do anything else. Basically, it's a garden variety support cards. As I said before, I think support cards and main cards need a bit of updating, upgrading basically, because nobody uses the support cards anyway, or even the main cards for that purpose. So this is your event card, and the event card is similar to your Master Collection card, wherein it's got the attack buff. It creates 5 Power Gem freeze, and it receives the attack buff for 1 turn. It hasn't got the ability to ambush, to create extra Firepower Gem like its counterpart from the last deck, which is a bit disappointing. Would have been a bit better if it could increase the number of Power Gem based on ambush. That would have made it quite nice. I really like this deck. I think it's going to be quite powerful in the event, particularly because we've got cards like Perceptive Guru. Now, Perceptive Guru is a really good utility card. It will increase Immortal Killer's attack by 1,200% when it's attacked. So that's Fatal Grasp. Fatal Grasp, when attacked by an enemy, increases Immortal Killer's attack by 1,200%. It also reduces the damage taken by 15%. You've got this card as well, Brickscrake Beast, which is quite a good card. This one has got heal on it. It creates 4 power gem 4s. It also heals for 2000% of your recovery. And if you're over 50% HP, it doubles the amount of power gem it creates. If you're below 50% HP, it doubles the heal. It also creates an ultimate gem, which will be in effect this week because this is an Immortal Killer card. However, ultimate gem doesn't give you a massive bang for your buck like it did when it first came out. It's got something called Searing Stark. When a healing battle skill is used, it increases self-attack by 100%. So you can see there is a lot of boosts on these cards. You've got the Burning Bruiser, which is the ultra rare for Perceptive Guru. And this has got the passive just like Perceptive Guru, where when it's attacked, it increases your Immortal Killer's attack by 1,200%. But the pure stun resistant is this one, High Performance Unit Area, which needs no introduction. This one will increase Immortal Killer's attack by 2,500%. It will also give you immunity. It dispels almost every debuff apart from Toxin and Weaken, which affects its battle skill. So this is a really good card. So I can see that this week's event is going to be a really exciting one. There'll be lots and lots of high powered deck out there. So if you haven't got a Fire Immortal Killer deck, this week deck is the one to get. If you've got the coins, please use the coins. This event is the last event of the season, so your coins will be converted to 100 points. You don't want that. 100 points haven't really got any use. The shop doesn't really have anything of purpose anyway. So combinations, this is one combination that you could use. This is one that I'm going to start out with because I didn't get anything from the vault. However, I am able to craft one of the cards, and tomorrow when I go through the event and collect my 8 coins and get 2 tiers from the retro pack, I will be able to craft both cards. So I'm waiting until I have all my coins ready, then I'll craft the deck and then I'll showcase the deck and we can go through possible deck combinations. So I've got an array of relics that I can use. This one I will be running. It's a must use because this one actually breaks 4 shields, even though it's a dark, but I'm gonna be running dark cards on the deck anyway in the form of High Performance Unit Area. You can run this combination as well using 2 Burning Bruiser if you've got 2 Burning Bruiser. You can run this one. This one complements the current ultimate form quite well because this one has got the ambushing. So this one definitely is something to try out as well. These are some of the cards that I got from the vault. Block Nair, which was available on tier 4. It's got a 13 times bonus. However, it creates 4 power gem freeze, and when ambushing it doubles, so it can create 8 power gem freeze on its first attack, and that's where it begins and ends for this card. It's a bit more powerful than the current main card, and it's a main card as well. If you look at the battle skill, it's only for GVG, so that makes it a main card. So please don't use it as a lead card. You won't get the leader skill boost. This is the main card, and the main card, as I said, it only creates 5 power gem freeze, and it gives you an attack buff. Your support card is a bit disappointing, and that's it for those cards. Now the free cards for this week, you've got 2 main cards which are no good, and you've got 1 support card which is this one, which really none of the 3 cards are of any use. So if you're gonna get anything from the deck, the main card would be nice. So that's your deck for this week. It's a really good deck. I think most of the decks this season was quite interesting and quite good, really. Could I choose between any of the decks? My favorite are, well, I haven't really got a favorite for this season, really. I like all the decks this season, and I was quite fortunate this season that I will manage to get all the decks. Only the fire one I'm yet to get, but having the deck doesn't mean that you're gonna perform really well in the event, because Gem Crush has thrown a spanner into all of that. Having the deck doing really good, you can have the deck and you can perform really poorly. You have to have utility cards. It's all about utility cards. So when you come across a deck that is a really good utility deck, please try and get it. So Perceptive Guru is one that is really good. Blitzkrieg Beast, the ultimate form, is a really good card to get as well. So look out for Blitzkrieg Beast. I think that one probably comes out in a retro pack. Not sure what's gonna be the 3 retro pack. I think the last Fire Slayer, the one before that, and probably Blitzkrieg Beast is gonna be in the retro pack. So tomorrow we'll look a bit more in depth into the deck, see the combinations that work and what doesn't work, see what cards we can use to get rid of chaos, and then we'll try and come up with a combination that gives us a massive bang for our buck. So until tomorrow, like, subscribe, please leave a comment below. If you have any question, leave it in the comment section below. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to all you guys who tune in to watch my videos. Until next time, this is Octane saying peace and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.